Oof, I need to talk about Elon literally jumping up on stage with Trump because I need to talk about this thing. Okay, so I was watching the Trump rally the other night. Not the biggest fan of doing it, but I was watching it by way of a Haas stream, so at least it's tolerable. It's just okay. So he had him come up on stage and he had him talk to the crowd, real big talk. Swear. I guess I should introduce myself, huh? Right. I'm Lynn. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy ranting while people are doing little crafty type things, subscribe, click the bell, hang around for a while. I'm talking about politics a lot right now, but that's really just the curse of the times. Once the whole, election is over, I really hope that for the first time in, say, I don't know, 9 years, that maybe, just maybe, the election cycle will actually end for once, right? I know it's this crazy dream I have, but I feel like I grew up in a different time when there wasn't a constant election cycle happening, but there is now, and my god, I need it to end because I'm fucking tired. I'm old and I work with children and I'm tired, and I don't remember the rest of that promo because I be honest, I didn't watch wrestling for a while there, but I watched it with my grandpa a lot, and then I watched it with boyfriend, and there was a huge time span in between. But anyway, back to the point. We've got ourselves a point here, I promise. I may even have notes. Yes, I do. Okay, so one of the first points he brought about in his little speech when he got up there was that the Second Amendment is we have a Second Amendment to defend the First Amendment, which is not true at all. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little history lesson because I seem to remember these things, and I didn't have banned books when I was a kid. Weirdly, okay, so I had Bob Jones University textbook, which if you know anything about them, they were a little segregationist back in the day, but that's not my point right now, not my point at all. But yeah, they weren't the greatest, right? Well, anyway, even in my Bob Jones University textbook, I still learned a vast amount of history that I'm starting to suspect they're not teaching anymore. So sit right back and you'll hear a tale of fateful trip. Blah, 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 blah. Come to the free world. And so they came to the free world. Keep on rocking. Anyway, I'm so just trying to get copyrighted on this video, huh? Oh well. But anyway, I'm gonna do an ombre effect on this candy corn. It may not be working out properly, but anyway, okay. So we came to the free world, and we didn't want a god king. That was pretty big, right? And people were scared of the government being tyrannical, God king style and shit. And so they wanted their guns. And that's fair, their government was probably going to try and make things hell for them. And then they did, with the whole Revolutionary War and blah, blah, blah. But they wanted their guns, okay? But see, the problem is here, we are no longer in that world. We do not exist in that world, at all. We are not, I know there's a certain corner of YouTube that thinks differently. But we're really not. We're not under attack by the government on a regular basis. We're actually, if you're living your life as a relatively law-abiding citizen, then you're not having any problems. Right. Anyway, back to the people on that stage the other night. Well, one of them got convicted of 34 felonies, over the summer. And then the other one is, oh gosh, well, look, I'm not saying he's been charged with something. I'm not saying that by any means. I'm just saying that he's inside of a courtroom an awful lot for a law-abiding citizen, isn't he? It just feels like a lot. But anyway, free speech? That's not why we have the Second Amendment. We have the Second Amendment because there was a point in time where we were heavily associated with a government that would like to take up arms against its citizens. And see, here's the thing. Part of our environment, existence right now, all of that jazz, they really don't have any interest in taking up arms against us. Look, even our president, wow, slip of the tongue there, our future president, Kamala, she has a gun. Like, I don't think they want to take them away. They're coming to take us away. Ha ha ha. No, they're really not. They're really, really not. They don't want to take your guns. I think they're just fine. You can have your guns. And you can have free speech, because I don't know where this whole Elon saying that, oh, they're going to destroy free speech. No, they're not. Like, where are you getting this, child? Because I am on Twitter all the time, right? I have a problem. It's a problem. But, like, of all the time I'm spending on here, I'm not getting the same For You page as I think everyone else is getting or something, because really mine is kind of filled up with just like not the worst of humanity, I guess. And I'm hearing that everybody else's indeed has like the absolute worst of humanity showing up. And like, I don't know, feels weird that we're all getting such different experiences, you know? Just it's a little odd. It's a little odd. But yeah, but anyway, like, where is he seeing all of this? Because Kamala doesn't want to take away free speech. She doesn't want to take away guns. She just wants to continue operating the country as normal, which is a thing that we used to be able to expect from our government. Whether Republicans or Democrats got elected, at the end of the day, they were going to switch. Everybody was going to switch it up, and somebody was going to be going to live in the White House, and somebody was going to be going to live somewhere else. Okay? But like the government was still going to run as the government tends to run with no problems, you know? It was just, it's going to switch. And there is one party here who wants to take the government and do like these sweeping fundamental changes to it. It's just not the one. Like, why does he keep saying that it's Kamala? Oh, right, because he wants to get Trump elected. Yeah. See, that's the thing. I don't care about getting anyone elected. I just care about the country continuing to operate as it has been operating. And you know what? I'm going to go back to some J.D. Vance words right now. He likes to use the phrase that we are in a late stage of the Republic or something. And when he talks about that, he's talking about the Roman Empire. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm taking it there. We're going to talk about the Roman Empire for a little bit. Because, see, the thing is, over the summer, everybody was asking their boyfriends, well, why do you think about the Roman Empire? Because that's weird. Because it is. It's weird. Nobody thinks about that. Nobody normal, okay? But somebody got in their heads, and I'm going to guess it was probably Curtis Yarvin. Anyway, this is a dude who heard that when empires, like when he heard from his history teacher, like long ago, that empires only last about 250 years, he got excited. He was like, we can change this. We can make this better for us. Us being, well, white Christian dudes. But see, here's the problem. I know a lot of not white Christian dudes who don't. We don't want to have to be in camps or
letting red states
be imprisoned or
prosecuting abortion ban violators.
Look, both Project 2025 and Agenda 47 have some really, really interesting things that want to happen to us. That they want to happen to us. And none of them are great. And all of it is because we don't have the same religious view. How is that okay? Like, that's not okay. This country was founded on anybody being any damn religion they want to be. Like, seriously. we didn't want to pray to, freaking God King. So we swam across the ocean blue, and now we're here. And some people want to turn this into a theological nation, like hardcore. And look, I know that I'm not a Christian person, okay? I'm an atheist. I have been an atheist since I was little, since I went to school at a Christian school. And okay, so I was Catholic at home and I was Protestant at school. Now the thing is, the Protestants were always talking about how the Catholics were evil, and the Catholics were never ever talking about how the Protestants were evil. It was literally just like, be good people. And yeah, I'm gonna put the Dead Meat James gif in there because, you know what, I just am. And yeah, I also call it gif because I'm a fucking millennial, so deal. Yeah, anyway, it wasn't like, look, there was always some modicum of like, you've got to proselytize our religion to everybody. That was present in both, but I never heard from my priest that I was going to hell because of my Protestant school. I did hear from pastors and from books from Bob Jones University that I was absolutely going to hell because I went to a Christian mass a Catholic mass every Sunday. Words. I decided to be atheist when I decided that if they can't get along, why do they me in the picture? Like, figure out your shit and then maybe we'll talk. Wow, the paint this thing came with really sucks. But I guess that's what you get for like a little dollar kit, right? I should probably stop using it. Let's talk about Elon's hopes and dreams. He wants to be president himself. He can't be president himself. Not as long as there's that whole natural born citizen clause, right? So he's going to do everything in his power to help Donald Trump, the old man, get elected. Once the old man gets elected, he can just sit there and rot away while he gets to play behind the big desk. But like, totally, dude, JD Vance already had this plan. So, I don't know. That's why it seemed like he was so happy and like all that jumping around and stuff. You feel like you've stumbled upon this brilliant plan that somebody already beat you to. Doesn't that suck? Yeah. It's happened to me too. It happens to the best of us. Yeah. Usually, we go somewhere and get a milkshake and feel better about it. I feel like you're going to make our lives hell on Twitter about it, but whatever, I guess. Elon has no business going near the White House. He really doesn't. JD Vance certainly has no business going near the White House. He absolutely doesn't. Not with his whole, we need to remake America thing. That Curtis Yarvin, I'll say that name again, Curtis Yarvin. Yeah, check his videos out. He is something else. But yeah, I'm telling you, he and our little Vance boy, when they heard that empires only last 250 years, they got excited. I got scared. I got like scared and nervous and like, I love this country. I don't want to see it die. They got excited. I would prefer that whoever is in office isn't surrounded by people who got excited at the prospect of the death of the Union. Calling me crazy, but that's just who I'd like behind the desk, making the big calls. Harris doesn't want to change anything fundamental about the State of the Union. She just wants to, make some improvements here and there that we really, really need. She wants to help the lower, the younger people. She wants to help them own houses. That's an amazing goal to have because, okay, look, I will never, ever, ever be a homeowner. I screwed up my credit so long ago. It's something everybody should be able to strive for. That's the American dream. That's all she's wanting, is to try and give people back the American dream. Why is Elon so against that? I mean, oh, right. He is South African by birth, Canadian by later naturalization or something, I don't know. And then now he is American by naturalization, which means he can vote, but he can't be president. Seriously, don't let that jumping maniac convince you that his dude is the pick for president again because he wants power. I mean, obviously he wants power. Like, that's kind of like what rich people want. Yeah. I think that Elon's prediction about there won't be another election, I think that's going to happen if Trump wins. Because Trump has said that to us, you know? And like Kamala has not said that to us at all, like ever, like not even once. You know, and I don't know, I think that like when somebody says it directly to you, maybe that's when you worry about it, and not when, you know, some like tech bro says it to you on a stage after jumping with his face full of autistic joy for the first time ever. Yeah, I caught that, Elon. Just be yourself, bro. Maybe the world will hate you less if you just be yourself, goddammit. I've reached that point where I am only going to be doing damage here, so this is our little ghosty dude. Yeah. I'm totally painting over that green later. Totally. Yeah. Peace out, my lovelies.